so fresh. It happened one day, you know, when I was sitting upstairs listening to the radio. They said there is a contest. We'll give the most money to the girls who's the best. I said, you let me enter, cause I know I am down. And everybody knows it was all around town, And when I entered, I came in first place. You should have seen the reaction on my face. They said, yo, you won, but with that song, we're gonna call ya back, so don't wait too long. So I waited about a week or two, and then they finally called me, but the song was through. Cause I could not remember not a word that I said, cause you know that night I made it up on my head, yeah. They said, well, could you sit down? Could you write this for me? Because it's all around town. It's the most requested record that's just on the radio. I said, yeah, I'll do it. He said, yo, throw. So I got on the mic and I started to say, listen to me because I fly Shanté. Or when I just started rapping like this, it is something that they didn't want to miss. Then I had a far, far way to go. I went a little bit of hassles with UTFO about saying, yes, that I'm Roxanne. And then they got so mad, they said, shit, goddamn. She is making the top of the charts. You know, she didn't even break a record, she broke her heart. I said, yo, can't go, I'm so sorry. He said, I'm going upstairs, I'm going to play a Charlie. I said, well, you do that, cause you know that you're chillin'. And everything you know, yo, I am always willing. He said, yeah, you know, we got our own Roxanne. I said, yeah, I seen that girl, she got a face like a man. He said, yo, baby, that's what she got. I said, yeah, she couldn't even fuck with my. Yo, I told me something else, don't you see? I had to watch my language cause I got so many beats. Now you know what else happened? I went to Marlon cause he was a close friend. I said, I wanna make a record, yes. He said, come to my house and let me see if you're fresh. I said, no, not that way, no, not today. He said, you know, I'm just playing, Shanté. I said, alright, I'll be up there tonight. He said, okay, but just say your rhymes and please don't bite. I said, you're insulting me, you know. I never have to bite because I always go. He said, alright, I'ma give you a chance. And then when I started rapping, I put him in a trance. He started cutting, he was doing alright. He said, yo, come up here tomorrow night. And then the next thing I knew, I had did my part. And then I had got a call from Pop Art. He said, yo, baby, that John is fresh. I said, thank you very much because you know that I'm the best. He said, yeah, you know that you're at the top. I said, oh, when I start to rock, don't you know I never stop. Then he said, yo, baby, got the cutest eyes. He said, where did you get him? I said, I don't know why. Then he said, yo, who's your manager, Ty? I said, white, Ty. He said, okay, you'll get by. I said, well, let me tell you, I'm not finished. When I started rocking, then I really started to diminish. When he said, yo, baby, don't you know that's right? I said, yeah, that's me. I never bite. He said, so tell me this, could you please sit down? I said, no, cause this ain't my part of town. So then I got the feeling where it was sort of chilly. I met this dude named Don and Willie. It started a commotion. I felt this wet as lotion. And then the next thing you know, it started a commotion. Cause Dana came over in the middle of the night. I was listening to the wall. All I heard was a fight. So I said, let me stay in my room. And then Marlon broke out with a big ass broom. He said, they ain't getting inside of here. I said, okay, I stand over, right over there. And then along came Magic. Just